Hi, I'm Kim. I identify as non-binary. I use they/them pronouns, and I work at Galck at the Center Operations, where I am an office assistant. Being non-binary for me, when it comes to navigating social spaces, and by social spaces, I'm talking about queer safe social spaces. It's a place where I am not judged and I am free to be whoever I am. It's a place for me where I feel like even the people who are offering services are not biased. For me, it's a place where I'm just free to be me. Some of the queer events I've been to, there are Metamo, and I've also been to several not queer spaces, but which are queer friendly, such as Nairobi pop-up by Metamorphosized, that's Studio 8 in Kenya. And yeah, mostly Metamo, and I'm yet to see other queer events, but maybe in the coming future, maybe Strictly Silk and others, yeah. I'd say I have 2 or 3 cases of profiling or biased treatment by, not necessarily by the people there, or I'd say it's a whole thing, but my experience in some of the events, some of the discrimination maybe I get, it's maybe when accessing washrooms. There are no gender neutral washrooms, so I have to pass in order for me to access washrooms. And when it comes to maybe things such as most of the events are yet to be so free, or they are yet to be free from the shackles of binary. Most of them are still using gendered things or organizing when it comes to stuff like that, and sometimes it's hard. But I'd say maybe from the servicemen who offer services, or service people who offer services at places where the events are curated, you see maybe you want to use the washroom and someone maybe follows you and wants to know why you're using a particular washroom and not maybe the one that is gendered, or the gendered, the one that they expect you to use the gender you are assigned at birth, even when it comes to accessing washrooms. When it comes to change or whatever I have in mind for the organizers, I feel I have a list, but maybe when it comes to organizing, I'd say some of the organizers need to always follow up on the people who come to these events, and by following up, maybe they should have a thing where maybe it's in form of a Google form where people can always give review before and after the event. Maybe I had a particular expectation when I was coming to the event and my expectation was not met, so I feel maybe the money I bought the ticket with wasn't compensated fully. So I feel there should be that review where people can always give, maybe they say, maybe I was treated badly, or this and this happened, following up on your people. In as much as I know that will be a lot of work, but at least there can be that, or they can have brochures where people can maybe, after the event when you're leaving, maybe you can go with one, or maybe you can tick, or maybe have a certain way, even if it's digital, people can access and give their reviews. Apart from that, another thing I feel they should always be training for the service people where these events are. For instance, when you are hosting an event at a certain place, before people come to the event, at least hold a training session with the service people. You can have and teach them on SOGI issues, tell them more about the people who are coming to access this place. Because at the end of the day, the organizers and the curators of this event pay lots of money for our security. So there's that. And this money, in as much as it's also paid for the security and everything, sometimes there's that microaggression between maybe the queers at the event and the servicemen. Maybe you feel treated badly and you want to you want to lash it all out, and maybe the person is also trying to be aggressive because they don't understand you. So there's that. I feel they should always be a training. And another thing, people should avoid, they should also train some of their, like, not even train necessarily, but they should ensure people know which events they are coming to, so that people avoid asking some people questions that may, rub them off. Maybe you go to an event and someone asks you what, maybe an ally is at a particular event and they want to know what is non-binary, what is transgender, like what is that? They want to ask questions, and you are here to have fun, so there's that. So it is a killjoy when someone asks you a question out of nowhere and you can't even answer them, or you feel like answering them, but it's like you feel like it's also too hard to do the work for them, so there's that. At Galck, we are open on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursday. We are not open on Thursday, sorry. We are open on all weekdays except Thursdays. And we don't open on weekends. And another thing, we don't necessarily offer escort services, because most of the people who contact us ask about escort services. We don't do that. We are not Tinder, we are not Grindr. There are dating apps which you can do that, but we don't do that. We deal with fighting discrimination amongst the LGBT community. We fight for equality and not necessarily escort services. And also, you can read more on our website. And as we all know, like, Galck is a coalition of LGBTQ led organizations. So there are different organizations, and if you want to be a member, you can reach out to different organizations which are under Galck. So there's that, like they are on their social media. You can check on our website and you can get more information on what we do. Thank you.